Hey everyone, so this is just me doing my dynamic warm-up that I like to do before leg day. A good dynamic warm-up can help to prime the muscles, warm them up, prep the joints, so that when you lift heavy, you don't get injured. Okay, so the first exercise of this leg day was barbell hip thrust. And if you are unlucky like me and your gym doesn't have a hip thrust machine, you can relate on how big of a struggle it is just to get this exercise set up. Getting the weights, putting them on the barbell, it's like a workout on its own. However, I did do 4 sets of 6 to 8 full reps with pulses and a 5-second hold. Barbell hip thrust mainly works on the glutes, but depending on where your feet are placed, if they're a little bit further out, activates a little bit more of the hamstrings. If they're a little closer in, a little bit of your quads. So as you can see in the video, this set killed me, but I did have 4 more sets to go. But that just makes it a good leg day, pushing outside the comfort zone. So the second exercise of this leg day was drop set Bulgarian lunges. I know almost all of my clients hates this exercise. I do too, but it's kind of a love-hate relationship with this exercise. Like, it kills you, but you also know that it's doing something for you, which is helping to build your muscle, just in a slightly painful way. So here I was using my straps, which allows me to put more of the force into my legs and fully fatigue out my legs instead of fatiguing out my forearms, because with the weight I'm using, they will gas out if I don't use the straps. Also, you can see here that I am doing a drop set. One of the benefits of drop set is that it allows for more time under tension, which is one of the keys for hypertrophy. Also, by doing a drop set, it allows your body to recruit more fast twitch muscle fibers, which are the ones that grow the most. Basically, drop sets help to push your muscle past its limit and forces your muscle to adapt. This is the after effect of all the drop sets. I literally was dying. I was trying not to pass out. I felt like I was seeing stars, and I was not doing okay at this moment, and I had 2 more drop sets to do after this. And I forgot to add that I had a whole nother leg on top of 2 extra drop sets. So yeah, fun times. At this point, I finished both legs, and I was really just questioning my whole existence and why sometimes I even put my body through this. See, I know you guys probably thought I was done after that, but here we are with the third exercise, dumbbell RDLs with 100 pounds. So I did 4 sets of 6 to 8 repetitions here. We had to add a hip hinge because hip hinges allow us to emphasize the hamstrings a little bit more while still allowing for that glute activation. So yeah, right here I was absolutely dying again. I really felt like I was seeing stars. So here's a word of advice. If you ever feel like this, grab yourself a dumbbell and just sit your butt on it until you feel like you fully recovered. So the fourth exercise of this leg day was leg press. The prime mover here is mainly the quads, but because my feet were a little bit wider and turned out, I was also trying to emphasize a little bit of the glutes. One of the main things I can say about leg press is you want to get a good range of motion, but you also don't want to lock out your knees because that's how it could lead to injury. So you always want to keep a little small, tiny bend. So the last exercise was cable abductions. I didn't really think anyone would get to the end of this video, to be honest, but here we are anyways. So the cable abductions are really good for your side glutes. Your glutes are mainly built into like 4 different parts: middle, upper, lower, side. So these are always like my go-to glute finishers.